get to the backside to place a nut and washer on it. So in those cases of a tubular header, the choices are either to install this piece with simply a sheet metal screw, which isn't very strong, or take the time to install a threaded insert in place, which is similar to a molly bolt in drywall, swells out on the backside and enables you to thread the fastener directly into it. This being a late model Dodge, it is a formed piece, not tubular, so we do have access to the backside to place the nut and washer on. Being that it's difficult to clamp, I've asked Jeremy Smith to give me a hand here in holding this in place, and we're just going to kind of freehand it and drill it. Need about 3/16 over there. So just like we did on the side rails, we're going to hold this flush with the top of the bed, drill an 1/8 inch pilot hole in each location, open it up to 1/4 inch, and then put the fasteners in place. Good idea to get a couple of placeholders in place initially, preventing you from having to have 4 hands on it. We'll go ahead and open this one up to 1/4 inch. Careful that that drill doesn't launch forward and tag the back of your cab when you're doing this. Get the first fastener in place here. And this is when you need a little dexterity. It's a bit of a struggle to get these on here. Sometimes what will help is a deep socket or even a piece of tape to tape this to the front bed wall or to the front side of the header in order to get that started. It's about all you can do to reach back there. Typically I'll just hold it in place and then thread the screw into it. Yeah, there goes one down. Yeah, I got the one fastener in the right-hand side now. I'm going to do the same on the left, and that'll hold the front piece in place while I complete the remaining of the drilling and placing the fasteners. Just like before, we're now going to open this up to 1/4 inch diameter. And we're going to put the nut washer on the back side. A trick to this, depending on the truck model that you're working with, sometimes that panel is real difficult to reach. In my frustrations one day, I came up with the idea of taking a piece of electrical tape, taping it back to itself, and sticking the nut to it to allow me to reach back in and contact the end of the screw. I'm simply wrapping that around the end of my finger, putting the nut directly on the tape, and then as I push this fastener through here, I'm just contacting the end of the screw with the nut. When I've got it in place, I just peel the tape off. So that's what we're going to do now. First need to get the washer in place. saliva never hurt. Or maybe it did. All this can be edited, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea. Okay, so once I've got this snug down, I can just repeat the process all the way across the header. Are we on? One of the tricks One of the tricks I came up with several years ago when installing these front pieces, became frustrated with continuing to drop the nut down between the cab and the bed. Out of frustration, I came up with a method of simply wrapping a piece of electrical tape around my finger. So after placing that fastener in there and putting the washer on the back side, stop. The clearance between the front of the bed and the back of the cab is often a difficult spot to reach in. Just take your time. There's bound to be a little frustration here, but it's nothing you can't overcome. There are a couple of tricks here that I'll share with you, one of which is to simply use a piece of electrical tape wrapped around your finger to stick the nut to temporarily so that you can place it on the back side. I developed this trick a few years ago out of frustration when I continued to drop the nuts between the cab and the bed, and invariably this happens in a gravel driveway and it makes it all kinds of fun. So I just take the electrical tape, wrap it around my finger, stick the nut to it, and that allows me to get at the right angle on the back side here to start it threading on the end of the fastener. So with a steady hand there and holding your mouth right, you can get that fastener started. And once it's started, you just peel the tape right off, it comes off on your finger. Now I can take the wrench, put it on the back side, and continue to tighten up this fastener.